Hi guys, this is me Kenya from Troppy Mom. So I'm here with my 60-day update of moving abroad. So 60 days ago, well May 29th, that's when we left. We moved, my family and I moved outside of the United States to Dominican Republic. Two boys and my husband and I. So I'm here to give you an update of what we've done so far. So far, I got la convalidación process started. So that's way into its way. We got, in order for you to enroll kids here in schooling, the school gives you like a list of things that needs to be done. Like this child needs a physical, they need to go to the eye doctor. And all of these places have to give you like a certified paper saying that the child is good to go for school. So my 13-year-old actually got glasses this time around, and I didn't even know he needed glasses. So I guess that was a good thing. So we got all of that taken care of. When the school start here, it starts at the end of August. So we have a little bit of time, but we don't want to wait till the last minute to get everything put in. They also asked for passport pictures too, which I asked them, I'm like, well, what do you need them for? And basically they told me they needed them for their cume folders, which in the States we do put them on the cume folders in our records, but the school provides them. The next thing that we did is that we went to visit family. We took a trip to visit family. We went to Santiago, we went to Pimentel, we went to the capital. So I think it was really good for the boys to spend time with cousins and stuff like that. That was really awesome. Hanley is still recovering from his surgery, and I caught a bacteria from veggies here in the Dominican Republic that put me down like 8 days. So beware if you like to eat veggies that you could catch a bacteria. And the doctor basically told me it's just because of the hygiene, like they're not washing properly if you eat them outside. So that I'm still in treatment, and I had an experience with a hospital here, and it was really good. I actually got to speak to doctors, and I think they treated me very well. Okay, I did not go to a public hospital. I went to a clinic, and I paid out of pocket. And for the emergency room visit and the doctor's follow up and all of the medical things, it was around like $500, $500 or $600, which for me not having insurance yet, I think was pretty good. The next big thing that I want to tell you guys is that my husband, he lost his job. And I think that everybody that moves abroad needs to have a plan B, C, D, and E, and F, because you don't ever know when this might happen. So basically what happened was he was working as a contractor, doing medical interpreting, and he was just having problems with the internet. We kept getting lines for Claro, and none of them were working. So one day the IT people called him. They was like, hey, we're gonna have to report these issues. They did. HR was like, hey, the internet's subpar, we can't do it. So they terminated his contract with the company. God is good, and he's good all the time. I started praying. I called my prayer warriors, and guess what? Within a week or two, he had another job. He actually is starting work next week, God willing. He's done all the in-processing and everything, and he's going to work at a local hospital in their international department, coding for them, because y'all know he's a coder, a medical coder. So everything worked out well, but I need you to keep that in mind, that when you move abroad, you need to have plan B, C, D, E, F, all of the plans, and enough money saved up so that if these things do happen, you have like a back end to that. We got a second car. I know I told you we weren't getting a second car, but because Hanley's gonna be working at a hospital and I'm gonna be working at a school, the school and the hospital are in two different ends of Punta Cana. Like one is almost getting to Verón, and the other one is by Catcan. So it was just two extremes. We tried to run the schedule in the morning, and without the school buses being out there, it was one of us is always going to be late. So we kind of were like, okay, we need to get a second car. So we bought a second car off the local expat group. It's not a brand new car or nothing like that. This was like a get around car, get you from point A to B, nothing special. Because that's what we need. We don't need anything else. So that happened. And we're moving along. The house is finally done. I bought some plants. I went to a nursery. So I feel like the house is looking and feeling more like home. Before it was kind of like boxes, disarray, the madness. But now the house is actually feeling like it's homey, like I know where everything is. Everything's built out. We still have a couple things that we want to do, like fixes. We got gates in the front now. So I think ultimately, the coming along of the feeling of homeness is actually going quite well. We've had a lot of visitors here at the house. It was Hanley's dad came to visit. My family came to visit. My aunts, my uncles. I think Hanley's mom is coming to visit in a couple months. My mom is coming to visit. So it's plenty of family coming over to visit and spend time with us here. So as the school year begins, it's going to be crazy. That first couple of weeks of the school year is going to be rough, and I'm going to be starting my master's. I'm going to try to figure out how I'm going to do the schedule of posting here and being teaching in school and doing my master's and getting the boys to the activity. We're still on a hunt for a music school. So if you know anybody here that does orchestra music for Andrew, just let me know. We're still looking. Benjamin can go into any level because he's still like learning, but Andrew needs to go into a higher level of music. So we're still looking. We're going to check out 2 music places this week, I think. So that's, and then we found a basketball camp for him that's not like a summer camp like what we enrolled him in. This basketball camp, this basketball program is a 9-month program and it's 40,000 pesos. So it's like almost $500 or $600, but it's a 9-month program. You pay for like 9 months. That's what you pay for 9 months, which I think it's a good price for that many months. Compared to in the States with AAU and all of that. So that is the update. If you have any questions, hit me up. Let me know, hey, Kenya, we have questions about this. We have questions about that. I know there's a lot of things that I'm leaving out, but that's kind of like the update. Hanley lost his job. He got a new job. We bought a second car. Convalidación process is in full swing. The house is feeling at home. A lot of visitors. But we're happy. We're ultimately happy. Oh, and I did work on our budget. We worked on our budget 2 days ago, so I'm gonna drop another video on comparing the budget from the States to what the budget is looking like here in DR. Well, that's it for tonight. Thank you for following my channel. Adios.